What's going on, everybody? It's Warren, and welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU, and I think pretty much everybody really loved, if not heavily enjoyed, Spider-Man No Way Home. In fact, I watched it again a couple of days ago, and one of my all-time favorite movies, just in general, not even just with Marvel, but in general. And of course, a lot of that has to do with the movie simply being amazing, but everything that led up to Spider-Man No Way Home was also a pretty big part of the whole journey, because we had been talking about Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man showing up in No Way Home a year before it came out, probably a little bit more than a year before it came out. And this was all pretty exciting to us, but as you can imagine, this was a huge secret that was not supposed to get out. And apparently, it had some of the people worried, and Andrew Garfield was one of those people because they took a lot of precautions to make sure that there were really no leaked photos. And then, all of a sudden, there were. And recently, Andrew Garfield has commented on how him and Sony kind of reacted to some of these leaks getting out. So let's go over what Andrew Garfield recently said about when a leaked photo of him got out. And of course, if you love Marvel and want to stay up to date on everything, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. So I'm not exactly sure what the first leaked photo was. I think it was of Andrew Garfield, the one where his arm is on the pole. The leaked video also came with that, where it looked like he was saying web blood, which we now know, thanks to the movie, it was web block. But I think this was the first, if not one of the first photos that came out. It was definitely the first photo of Andrew Garfield, the first leak of him. And of course, Andrew Garfield saw these photos, and this was his reaction to the photos and with the studio. In an interview, he told Cinema Blend, this is what he said: "I worked so hard to keep it secret that I was in Atlanta shooting. All these leaks were happening, and I was like, oh my gosh, guys, what the hell is going on? I'm working so hard here to stay secret, and then here's an image of me with Tobey, and they're like, no, we're gonna keep it quiet. Okay, I'll keep denying it." Now, there are a few photos that are kind of all the same. They're all from the same scene. And to the best of my knowledge, those were really the only photos leaked, that and the one of Matt Murdock. But there were two photos specifically leaked of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. One was the John Campea photo that showed the three Spider-Men, and then there was another one that showed Tobey and Andrew sitting right next to each other. This was on the Statue of Liberty, of course, and they had the scaffolding behind them. This we now know because of the Statue of Liberty being remodeled to include the Captain America shield, which I don't think is going to happen anymore since it, kind of fell. But as you can see here, these photos getting out kind of made Andrew Garfield mad. He did a lot to stay secret. And as we know, a ton of people were asking him about Spider-Man No Way Home. There are countless videos out there of simply fans meeting him at the premieres of other movies, asking him about No Way Home. He goes on talk shows, and Jimmy Fallon is sitting there saying, "We saw a leaked photo. We know you're in the movie." And Andrew Garfield saying, "No, I'm not." Next thing you know, he is on another talk show saying, "No, I'm not in the film. I'm not the werewolf." And get this, he went to such extents to keep this a secret, to keep his cameo in No Way Home a secret, that he didn't even tell Emma Stone, Gwen Stacy from the Amazing Spider-Man franchise, that he was in the movie. He recently opened up and he said that Emma Stone would text him asking if he was going to be in Spider-Man No Way Home because she heard all of the rumors. And he would reply to her, "I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not in the movie." So as you can tell, Andrew Garfield was pretty upset that leaked photos of him were getting out. But what's even more interesting is Sony's response. They said, no, we're going to keep quiet, even though there are these leaked photos out there of you, of Tobey, of Tom, all together. We're going to keep quiet about it. We're not going to confirm you're in the movie. And that was their marketing strategy moving forward with Spider-Man No Way Home, even though all of these leaks were happening. Even though a year before the film came out, people were saying Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are returning and they're going to be in the movie. Sony decided, and this was their reaction to it, we're not going to say anything ever. We're never going to confirm this. We're not going to show them in the trailers. We'll hint at it a little bit just to get people excited, but we're never going to confirm it. And you know what? It worked. It created a ton of hype and excitement, and it still made you question whether or not they were going to be in the movie. Even for people like me, who were 99% sure they were going to be in the film, I still had 1% of doubt because Sony never confirmed it. And I went in super excited, just not knowing, and it made for a much better experience. Now, it is unfortunate that these photos got out and that Andrew Garfield did try so hard to remain secretive, but I also think that he did a pretty good job kind of trying to convince people that, hey, this photo's fake. It's photoshopped. Because let's be honest, there are some really, really good photoshops out there. And when he said it's fake and it's photoshopped, a lot of us thought, yeah, maybe it actually could be, because people are really good at photoshops nowadays. But it was real, and Andrew was in the film, along with Tobey Maguire. And I'm actually surprised only a few photos were leaked. So that's Andrew reacting and Sony reacting to the leaks, how they all handled it. And I think it was handled in a pretty decent way, but let me know what you think about it. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to stay up to date on all things happening in the Marvel Universe. For live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.